Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat petang. Bukan selamat malam lagi kan. Tak apa, saya sebagai wakil daripada panel SPP, konon-kononnya dia akan cakap Melayu lah. Kalau suruh saya cakap bahasa Inggeris, malulah kan dengan teacher BI kita cakap bahasa Inggeris kan kena gelak je kan. So daripada kena gelak, baik kita cakap bahasa Melayu. So kita pun masa 2 jam aja sebab saya akan cuba tamat tepat pada 11.30. So saya terus serahkan mikrofon ni kepada panel lah. Ai, boleh kenalkan diri dulu silakan.
I have problem. Right. Okay. Hi, hello. Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. You can call me Miss Rohani, as most of my students and my colleagues call me. Don't worry, because this is an IV mock and I'm not really a good panel myself, but just let me introduce first myself. I'm Miss Rohani binti Padawi, teaching in primary school, SK Pantai Layang, Sungai Mati, Tangkak. Anyone from Johor? No one. Okay. I've
I'm
been
from Johor.
teaching for 14 years. Who's from Johor? Muhammad from Johor. Okay, hi. I'm a full JZT. I'm from Muar, but now staying in Tangkak. But my parents stay in Segamat. Okay. I've been teaching for 14 years, and the school that I've been posting is my first very school. I have been posted since 2007 up until today. 14 years in that very same school. I've been teaching under the KBSR syllabus and then the KSSR. But we still have the KBSR, but only for 1 year, the year 6. And next year, bye-bye KBSR. Welcome KSSR year 6. So KSSR English CFR already been in our country for 5 years. And I believe also for the secondary school, also the 5 years altogether. So next year, there will be CFR English for year 6 and also your form 5, if I'm not mistaken. So that's all about myself.
Okay, terima kasih kepada pengenalan diri daripada panel kita. So saya buka dalam seminit 2 untuk peserta lah untuk bertanya 1-2 soalan sebelum kita mula pada round yang pertama. Dipersilakan.
Any questions? I also forgot to mention that, yeah, Sharon Ling.
Nak tanya lah, ada itu soalan berita kan? Maksudnya ada soalan macam
berita?
News. Maksudnya kamu akan tanya soalan berita kepada kami.
Soalan
sebab
berita?
Ya.
No, not really.
Not really.
Normally, when the panel going to ask you question, definitely most of it, definitely they will ask you more about what you know about the recent happen in our country. Of course, the PDPR. Okay, and then you have to know about the national agendas. Okay, the MBM, MBI is still going on. The HIP, the highly immersive program, you should get to know about it. And of course, English CFR, because I believe they will ask you, what is CFR? Why is CFR is very important? Why our nations, when we start the CFR, you have to know it, because up until today, some of the national states the National JU, they still claim that some of even teachers around Malaysia, some of them, they still didn't know what is CFR. They just teach without getting to know what is actually CFR. You have to know the band, okay? And of course, what happened nowadays, the PDPR. But then again, I hope that you have been studying about it, and of course the new syllabus, the KFFR, and of course also maybe I can share with you later. Okay. How many of you are applying for primary school? Or all of you are applying secondary school?
We don't know which school are we applying actually.
Actually, when
Oh,
we
you just
apply,
applying to
yeah,
be an English teacher, but you still did not know you still did not make any decision which
no,
school you're going to be.
actually,
You're going to.
actually, it is not stated in the application form when we apply SPP. They did not mention, they did not ask
Oh.
whether we are applying or we are choosing for primary or secondary school.
Oh. So in that case, you have prepared for both the SR and also the SM. Because
I see.
the
Okay.
CFR, the syllabus is almost the same. It's just that the difference is the content. The skills are still the same. The 5 skills. Okay, the listening, the speaking, the writing, the reading, and we have also the language art and also the grammar. That is very important. And for FYI for primary school, especially for level 1, year 1, year 2, and 3, you must get if you get an okay, if you apply and then you are being reward apa ni, ask lah, diminta mengajar sekolah rendah, so you have to be prepared to teach little boy and girl how to pronounce I mean the pronunciation, the phonetics, a b p k and so on, because that is what in CFR for year 1, year 2, and year 3 for 2 to 3 weeks before getting into the into the textbooks, you have to teach them phonetics. But not only phonetic, even though just only phonetic for maybe in the first week when you teach year 1, year 2, and year 3, you still have to go with the syllabus. So that's mean awak ajar phonetic dan dalam masa yang sama awak kena ikut dengan syllabus lah. But for me, frankly speaking, saya suka English CFR berbanding KBSR because perasan kenapa tak ajar murid kita ni nampak sebutan. And then CFR help our people needs because dia ajar memang mereka daily basic conversation from the start, from A to Z. InsyaAllah, when they leave the schools in year 6, they'll be able already to have at least A1. Ada sesiapa yang tahu tak A1 tu level apa?
A1 is actually we have,
tak
we have
mahu
two.
study.
One is for pre-starter.
Basic.
Yeah, pre-starter. A1 is starter. Pre-starter and starter. Pre-A1 is for pre-starter and A1 is for starters.
Okay, what is the highest level in CFR?
I think it's supposed to be
C2.
C2. Yes, C2.
Yes, C2. Very good. That means you have a little bit of knowledge. But please make sure you get to know more about the CFR because I think that will be one of the maybe famous questions, maybe. because SEVA is still an ongoing, going to be the 6th year next year, and then maybe because of what we face today, because we are lacking of English teachers. Even in my school, I'm the only optionist teaching English. So level 2 definitely under my very hand. I used to teach level 1 before this back in 2019, but then starting last year, no more level 1 for me because we don't have enough teachers. So I'm hopefully we're going to get more English teachers for SK, SJKC and SJKT. I have friends in SJKT and SJKC. Most of them not even optionists. But I'm very happy and I'm very salute. I'm very happy because of the enthusiasm to teach.
And Miss Rohani, I would like to
Yeah.
ask something about this. Just now you were mentioning about the phonetics, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the phonetics refers to the classification of speech sound, and the phonics actually refers to the sound, which is
Yes.
makes for the alphabet.
Mm.
So that's the difference.
Yeah, but we don't actually need to explain to our
Okay.
children
Yeah,
what's the
yeah, of
difference
course,
between phonetic and phonetic,
of
but
course.
we need to know that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mhm. But don't worry, because nowadays we have excellent teachers, bloggers like Teacher Ash or Teacher Fira that will help you a lot with videos, with uh, worksheets, and even lesson plan if you do not know how to make it for the first time. But then again, it's better if you prepare. And before we continue, I also want to ask, do you know that under the CFR, even the SM, also we have 2 learning outcomes, learning objectives that you should write in your lesson plan? Do you know that? Anyone?
Yes.
Okay. What is it? Can you share with me, Muhammad? Is it Muhammad or Abdul Khalid just now yang jawab? I'm not sure.
Muhammad Shafiq.
Muhammad Syafiq. Okay. Apa objektif pertama tu biasanya?
And we have
It's actually from the content standard and the learning standard. Okay. So it's actually the main learning outcome and the other one is the complementary learning outcome.
complementary.
Yeah, it's something like that. So, and make sure if you want to write your lesson plan or maybe a little bit of IV mod later on round 4, make sure that I will ask few of you, okay, to at least come up with a topic. Maybe I give you the freedom to choose your own topic, or maybe I give it to you. Okay, and then I want you to tell me what is your learning outcome. 2 learning outcome. Let's say year 4. Celebrations. Okay. The skill is listening. Okay, and then just write down 2 learning outcomes. Okay, one is the main one, and then the other one is the complementary. And make sure both
Complementary.
are measurable. Make sure it is measurable. And don't write something that is like kayangan one. 10 out of 10. That is kayangan punya learning outcome.
Miss
So
Ani,
kena
excuse me. Yeah. Miss Ani, can you please explain further on the complementary learning outcome?
okay, let me share you. Okay. Nak tunjuk. Saya lupa nak letak dalam handphone ni. Saya try tadi nak buat hotspot with my lappy tapi I'm staying in a rural area. Kampung, Batu 19 Sengkang is a very rural area. Sometimes I have really poor internet connection. So I'm just using my phone. Okay. Let me show you one. Okay. It's year 2 English. Okay. When you write, normally you will write, of course, up there the content standard and okay, and then the learning standard. So let's say this is a listening skills, okay. So for the learning objective, one is the main objective. So it's something like this. By the end of the lesson, okay, people will be able to listen and write the names of friends of each country correctly based on the song. Okay, and complementary, listen and respond to the question correctly. But this one actually is not really measurable. So at least you have to make sure there are numbers there. So better write like this. Listen and write. Name of friends tadi tu kan? Listen and write 5 out of 8 names of friends of each country. Macam tu. Okay. And then listen and respond to the question correctly tu. Mungkin dalam lesson plan kamu cadang mungkin buat ada 5 soalan. Dan kamu target kepada pelajar yang mungkin yang paling lemah. Okay. The weakest pupil. So at least 3 is measurable. 5 out of 5 normally if your class is a very good one. But 3 out of 5 lebih baik. So listen and respond 3 out of 5. Sorry, listen and respond to the question correctly to 3 out of 5.
Miss Ani, respond here referring to respond verbally, is it?
Yes, because this is listening.
Alright.
I'm just giving you an example of writing down learning outcomes. Because in English, we're teaching them according to skills. Sometimes in one day, in one lesson, you can also infuse the other skills like the reading and also the writing. But the main on that lesson is listening. So that's why we have the main and also the complementary learning outcome, because we don't just teach them listening skill. We also sometimes ask them to write, sometimes ask them to read and so on. But still, it's together during that very session. That's why nowadays you have to write 2 learning outcomes and make sure it's measurable. That is the biggest concern. I've just been observed by PDD 2 weeks ago during my PDPR. He also remind me again about the learning outcome. Make sure it's measurable. Luckily, I'm writing it down perfectly.
Miss Ani, so let's say I'm playing a song and students are supposed to listen to the song and fill in the blank. So the first objective should be students listen and write at least 5 out of 10. Fill in blank at least 5 out of 10, right? How about the complementary? How should be the complementary objective? Speaking. As in like when they are singing, is it?
Yeah, when they are singing. So we ask them to speak lah. Speak the record down the lyrics for us. That one is speaking skill. Recording using their phone, the microphone, WhatsApp.
Oh,
That one is good too. One of my technique lah.
so you are referring to PDPR, is it?
Yeah, PDPR. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Like,
Thank you.
okay, Miss Rohani, I think now I get what you're trying to say over here. We have the main learning outcome. Okay, for example, like what Miss Nandini asked. Okay, she asked like you listen and fill in the blanks. 4 out of 8, for example, 4 out of 8. And then the complementary means what you incorporate in that learning outcome, what you incorporate with the activity. Is it like, for example, speaking, like speaking, what you say speaking just now, which is like after they have already filled in the blanks, they need to read the lyrics. So that is,
Yes.
you know, speak
Need to read out the lyrics.
and
yeah.
read. Yes.
Record.
So that is what you meant by
Yeah.
complementary, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's additional exercise for the student.
Yeah, it's
Another
Ask them
question,
to-
like which verb are we supposed to use? Are we supposed to use the word read, speak, sing
I
when
think
it comes to song?
I think you can use like communication. Is it like
Sing first.
But if you look at the method, this is considered as, I think, suggestopedia, if I'm not mistaken, when I do some research, when this activity is considered as suggestopedia. Is that true? So I'm not too sure about that, but that is what I search for.
Right.
So I think there's something wrong with Miss Rohani's line.
So kita tunggu dulu lah. Panel tu mungkin ada masalah.
Okay.
Patutnya malam ni kita ada SU tau. Dia tolong catat. So kalau tak ada, minta Syafiq boleh tolong type dekat ruangan chatting tu. Takut nanti ada benda yang kita terlepas ke apa ke.
Okay.
So nanti soalan daripada Shirin tu nanti boleh tanya balik. Cuma mungkin kita kena buat dulu yang round 1 tu, first round, untuk ice breaking lah. Kita berkenalan dulu. Mungkin panel tadi dia excited nak explain kan. Sampai dia lupa nak kenalkan diri peserta, dia kenalkan diri dia sendiri. Sebab saya pun tak dapat kenal semua lagi ni. Kenapa Syafiq? Ada apa yang nak sampaikan?
Minta tadi yang Cikgu Shirin tu minta tolong key in kan dia punya soalan tadi yang soalan pertama.
Okay, dah join balik. Okay, mana nak besarkan ni. Mana dia ni? Ni okay. I on microphone. Okay tak? Line internet okay tak?
I'm facing this kind of problem every time I'm doing also the GM with my pupils. Sometimes the internet will just kick me out.
Automatic.
Even during the PPD officers while observing me also 3 times I've been kicked out from the GM. But he just laughed and he said we can't do anything about the internet connectivity. It's just we have to face it.
Okay I
So sorry about that. Yeah.
So kita KIV dulu soalan daripada Nur Shirin Nanti kalau rajin tolong type dekat ruangan chatting tu. So apa kita ice breaking dulu boleh? Berkenalan dulu.
Boleh.
So siapa nak pilih ni? I ke you dulu? Kita ada 6 saja sebab sepatutnya ada 8 ni.
Saya lah buat dulu.
Saya buat dulu Okey, saya pilih Syafiq lah. Syafiq excited. Okey, silakan.
Oh ya, dia pakai baju dia meeting tu pun. Karakter Johor.
Yes. Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all. My name is Muhammad Shafiq bin Hamzah. I'm 29 years old, originally from Johor. I possess a bachelor degree of education in TESOL from a private university. Okay, I've been working as a teacher since 2017, right after my internship, which continued as the relief teacher for teachers who's away for their maternity leave, which I was Sorry, nervous pula tiba-tiba. Okay, which I was before I was appointed as the interim teacher. Since then, I've managed to teach various subjects such as mathematics, science, chemistry, and English widely. Currently, I'm working as a guru interim Bahasa Inggris at SMK Taman Johor Jaya 2, and I'm the assistant head for English
Ini
panel for this.
ini panel mark je.
Okay. Nervous lah. Kenapa nervous tiba-tiba ni? Astagfirullahaladzim. Minta maaf.
English panel head tu, tak payahlah nervous.
Okay, so
Don't worry, kita semua sama je.
so basically, I have been teaching for 2.5 years up to date. That's all from me. Thank you.
Ada yang nak tanya ke? Kalau tak ada, kita terus kepada calon yang kedua lah.
Calon kedua, I would like to call upon our second candidate, Cikgu Nor.
Okay, hi. I'm okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Nor Shirin. Yeah. Okay, I'm 37 years old this year, and I obtained my bachelor in education. Okay, in OUM, which is distance learning mode. Okay, it took me about like 5 years to graduate because it's like because it is like, is he nervous? Because it is like distance learning mode. All right. So at first, I started, this like just very long story, but I just cut it short. So when the first year I started, I pregnant with my first daughter, and when I graduate, I was pregnant with my second daughter. So you just imagine how long the duration is. And during that years, I was attached in Chinese Independent High School in Penang. All right, which is using the UEC syllabus, which is teaching the UEC syllabus. So I believe that everybody is aware about the UEC syllabus, which is not the same as the national syllabus. Okay, and it is only specified for the Chinese schools. All right, and okay, so far I have started working since 2006, and until now, it's like almost 15 years of working experience, of teaching experience in secondary schools. I can say, but in between there, right, so I had to resign from the school because there was no one to take care of my daughter. All right, since there's no one to take care of my daughter, I had to work temporarily in the kindergarten. Okay, in the kindergarten. So that is where I bring down my level from high school. It's quite difficult from high school to high school to straight away kindergarten. It's kind of like a bit difficult, and I have to adapt with the situation. And that is why when Miss Rohani mentioned that, okay, if we are assigned in primary schools, okay, so yes, like we have to adapt ourselves into a different situation. All right, and being in school, right? So I have the change. Okay, the change. I can tell you about the change that I've brought to the school. So I have started the debating club in my school previously, and also trained other teachers in doing choral speaking as well. So that is what I think that I have achieved a goal for myself, that I have done something for the school. And I'm very proud to say that now the debating team, we are growing, and they are actually joining even international competitions right now. Okay, and yeah, I think that's all I would like to discuss and share first about myself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, terima kasih. Laki dah habis kan? Syafiq seorang.
Lagi banyak tahun mengajar dari saya. Saya baru 14.
Ha. So kita minta Sharon link untuk kenalkan diri.
Saya. Okay, hi, my name is Miss Sharon. Miss Sharon Lin Jiejing from Sibu, Sarawak. I am currently a temporary teacher, which is my state Guru Gandhi at SMK Bukit Asset in Sibu, Sarawak. I am teaching English at the moment in the secondary school for secondary 1, secondary 2, and secondary 4. Okay, I have around 2 years of teaching experience, which consists of college vocational Sibu for 16 to 19 years old student, also English subject. And I also taught for Chinese independent schools before this for Bahasa Melayu and English subject for around a year, I think, in Chinese independent school. And then I got this recent government job, which is my state Guru Ganti at SMK Bukit Asset, Sibu, Sarawak. But it's only a temporary job until October. And I hope that I can become a teacher because I really like to follow my teacher's footsteps when I was a student. And I actually did help my students to participate in English competitions in a Chinese independent secondary school, such as English singing competition and also English public speaking competition. And my mission and my vision is I hope that my students can acquire as much English language as they can, and they can win those English language contests that they participated. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot to mention my education background. Sorry. I graduated from University of Putra, Malaysia, UPM, for Master of Education, TTSL, Teaching English as a Second Language in November 2019, which consists of 4 semesters, which are coursework. And I also graduated from a Bachelor of English with Communication from University Sultan Zainal Abidin from Gong Badak campus from Kuala Terengganu in 23 October 2016. And I can say that, and as I mentioned just now regarding my 2 years experience as a primary and secondary teacher, I think my English language skills, which I had learned since my tertiary education until now, are enough, and I can adapt it to all my students who I taught. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, nanti kita akan membuat sesi rumusan untuk ice breaking ni. Seterusnya kepada Nantini, betul ? Okay.
Good evening. I'm Nandini Madison, 29 years old this year, and I'm from Klang. I have completed my bachelor's in English education from University Tunku Abdul Rahman in the year 2016, and master's in teaching English as second language from University of Essex in the year 2018. During my postgraduate studies, I have published a research paper on how emotional intelligence can influence the students' English language proficiency. During my undergraduate studies, I actively participated in Drama and Speech Society, whereby for 3 consecutive years, I participated in the theatrical production. And I'm proud to say, during my final year, I was the director for the play Macbeth. Meanwhile, during my postgraduate studies, I actively participated in refugee teaching program. This teaching program aims to integrate the local people with the refugees at Colchester. Currently, I'm working at a private secondary school as an English teacher. I've been serving at this school for the past 5 years. And at this school, I came up with drama and speech club, whereby I help the students to brush on their skills, on their speaking skills, theatrical skills, acting skills, and many more. And I have been the PT3 English paper examiner in the year 2018 and 2019. And as for this year, I'm teaching Form 3 and Form 4 students. Thank you.
Okay. So next kita jemput ni Abdul Khalid ni nama siapa Tapi perempuan. Nama sebenar siapa?
Assalamualaikum. My name is Farahana.
Okay, silakan.
Farah. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good evening to all. My name is Farahana Jawahir and I go by the name of Farah. I am 29 years old and also I have degree in Telsa from University of Selangor, or people always known it as Unicel in 2019. And also I have diploma in Telsa from College Polytech Mara or KUPPMKL in Cheras in 2014. And Alhamdulillah, currently I am working as an English teacher in Smart Hafiz Masjid Intel. It is actually a private school and also a fast track program for students who are going to sit for their SPM. So I am the only English teacher at that school. I started working in that school from April 2019 up until now. And also, Alhamdulillah, I would say that I think the biggest contribution that I have done in the school is to initiate the English club at the school, because it's only a fast track program. The students are going to learn only for 10 or 11 months and then they are going to prepare themselves for SPM. But somehow in between of their learning, I started the English club, and also we got to practice and also learned about public speaking, storytelling, and we managed to enter. We actually done class activities because we are not really participated in the district or maybe go further than that. But I would say that I am very proud that we could have that practices between ourselves, and also I would say it will, inshallah, it will definitely help the students in the future after they finish their study. So I would say being an English teacher in Smart Hafiz really helped me to really polish my teaching skill and helps students because my students, I would say that their performance, English level is average. Maybe 1 or 2, or I would say less than 2% of them are very excellent in English. But somehow, with the environment, they want to study. They need help. They try their best to ask for my help to boost up their English. So I would say that whenever I try to I would say that whenever I initiated the English club, it is actually helping them a lot to polish their English skill. So that is I would say in short about me. Thank you.
Okey, terima kasih kepada siapa tadi? Farhana nama
Farahan. Yeah, you can call me Farah.
Okey, cuma next time make sure nama tu kena tally lah sebab pakai
Yes.
laptop suami
No, sorry. I'm using my father's.
Oh, my father Abdul Khalid. Oh, ayah Okey, tak apa. So, candidate yang terakhir Nur Elina, betul
Ya, betul.
So, silakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. My name is Nur Elina Azali.
Tak dengar, kuatkan mikrofon.
Boleh dengar dah?
Kuat sikit.
Hello, sir. Okay?
Kuat sikit.
Okay dah.
Lagi kuat.
Okay. Saya cuba Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good evening. My name is Nur Elina Azrin Birazali. I am 31 years old. I came from Kota Baru, Kelantan. I am single mother with 2 kids. And I am graduated from Uni Razak Kota Baru, which is in Language and Literature course in 2017. Okay, my experience, I was substitute teacher at Sekolah Seri Suria Tanah Merah for 3 months. And after that, I got an offer from Institusi Kemahiran Belia Negara Bacok, IKTBN, as English structure for 9 months. And after that, I just don't get any offer being a teacher yet until now. That's all from me. Just simple.
Okay, thank you So, semua dah kenalkan diri. So, macam mana Ai? Nak rumusan terus ke macam mana?
Rumusan for the first round, is it?
Untuk first round, perkenalan diri ni, silakan.
Boleh lah. Okay, I give a very simple and clean summary. I like every single one of your persona, how you explain about yourself. Okay, you have confidence in you. And I hope that you will bring the positive vibes during the real interview. And make sure when you introduce yourself, make sure that you don't forget to talk, especially about your education level. But I think maybe that's the most highest one. Need not to say about all, because if I'm not mistaken, you're not being given about 10 minutes, right? It's around 2 or 3 minutes to introduce yourself. Because if you elaborate more about your background, it, you may lose time to talk more about yourself, because you are selling yourself during your introductory sessions. Thank you.
Okay, sebelum kita mula dengan round yang kedua untuk soalan-soalan umum daripada panel yang sesi ini, saya sebagai wakil SPP lah. Mohon I untuk baca dulu yang kat ruangan chatting tu, yang daripada Syiri, sebab soalan ni ditanya ketika I tertendang keluar ni. Boleh baca
Dah. I've already replied to it.
Oh, dah reply?
Yes, complementary dengan tu. Yeah. Because that's why we call it
I jawab dalam bentuk
complementary
teks.
learning outcome. Yes.
Ya, dapat reply tadi.
Oh, ingatkan I nak jawab secara live.
Dengan main. Yes. Because main learning outcome, of course, regarding the skills that you're going to teach during that day. And then whether you want to know whether your first objective is success, that's why they come another learning outcome, so that by the end of the lesson, both are well carried out, because of the complementary is actually complement the main, I mean the skills that you're going to do with your student on that day.
Okay, nak tambah lagi ke macam mana?
Maybe later during the round 4.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So, untuk yang pusingan kedua ni, kita minta kepada calon yang ada 6 orang saja, sebab sepatutnya 7 lah kan bagi maksimum, tapi okey lah sebab kita tahu untuk sidang sebenar SPP menggunakan Webex kan, Cisco Webex, dia kata 5 hingga 7, betul So, kalau 6 tu okey lah, tak sikit tak banyak. So, masing-masing pun saya rasa dah tengok ke IV yang sebelum ni, yang macam yang sidang satu tu technical, lepas tu yang ketiga malam semalam kan kita ada, sebelum tu ada PAKK kan, malam tadi PAKK, malam semalam PAI, agama Islam. So malam ni BI. So nak bagi adil dan sama, saya akan bagi soalan yang sama lah, sebab kita bukan nak test sangat kita punya content knowledge dalam isu semasa, isu dalam pendidikan, tak. Kita cuma nak groom confidence level saja, supaya bila bercakap nanti kita tak panik, tak nervous kan. Sebab benda ni online, saya pun first time menemuduga calon dalam online ni. Saya pun sebenarnya sama-sama belajar dengan calon sebenarnya. Okay. Kita terus kepada soalan pertama lah. Soalan pertama macam biasalah. Kenapa nak jadi cikgu BI? So dapat masing-masing catat. Sebab benda ni lebih kepada umum lah sebenarnya. Okey, kedua, kenapa pilih guru? Tak jadi macam bank ke, kalau kita bahasa Inggeris ni boleh jadi translator ke di mana-mana kedutaan ke, ambassador kan. Okey, lepas tu apa benefit atau ROI, return of investment, sekiranya pihak kerajaan Malaysia iaitu KPM lah terutamanya hire anda sebagai seorang pendidik lah. So kat situ ada 3 soalan dan saya tambah jadikan 4 lah, 3 plus 1. Apakah hala tuju anda bila anda telah menjadi guru nanti? Maksudnya anda kena bagi tahu kita punya projectile lah. Lagi 5 tahun, lagi 10 tahun, lagi 20 tahun. Tu kita nak nampak anda punya vision kat situ. Supaya bila kita IV sebenar tu, kita nak panel tu dia melopong. Melopong ni tak tahu cakap bahasa Inggeris apa I kan. Sehingga dia tak sedar ada lalat masuk dalam mulut dia. So kalau anda berjaya membuat kita panggil apa istilah dia dalam komunikasi interpersonal, big Y. So anda kena cari yang saya kata big Y tu.
Jaw drop.
Bagi tahu dekat panel ni, Miss I ni yang anda juga ada wow factor. Boleh faham istilah big Y dengan wow factor. Maksudnya itu adalah kita punya attraction atau daya menarik kita sebagai panel, sebab saya mewakili olok-olok lah kan, saya daripada SPP dan panel yang ni biasa so dalam situasi ni sekarang adalah guru cemerlang. So anda kena anda apakah anda punya wow factor. Itu saya punya apa kita panggil tu, apa kita panggil tips lah. Bagaimana untuk sidang yang sidang maaf so macam siapa nak start dulu?
Cikgu,
Maybe we
Ya, saya.
sorry, boleh saya tahu soalan ketiga tu apa ya? Kurang jelas sikit. For the third question.
Benefit.
Number 1 is
apa?
why you want to become a teacher. Number 2,
Kenapa nak jadi cikgu, tak jadi lain, jadi penterjemah ke, jadi buka sekolah swasta ke apa? Boleh macam tiga soalan macam calon jawapan ke, tapi just ni cara roughly.
So like question number 1, why do you choose to be?
sorry, why you want to become teacher. Number 2, why not other profession? But still
Why
teacher. Okay. Thank you so much.
Apa tu, baker ke,
don't we choose another
tak
profession?
jadi translator ke, tak kerja sendiri ke.
Then the third question will be just now
Benefit.
benefits.
So faedah KPM.
Benefit.
Iaitu kerajaan kita ambil anda sebagai guru di bawah sebagai guru kerajaan di SK dan juga SM. SR
So that
sekolah rendah,
means
SM
contribution.
sekolah rendah.
Okay, terima kasih cikgu. Terima kasih.
Betul tu ai. Okey, tak apa.
Kan betul tak sir? Dia
sebab malam ni kita
soalan tu macam dia tanya contribute about your contribution to the country.
boleh. Nanti kita akan mulai lah base pada jawapan. Itu kita bagi. Tak sebenarnya. Taklah. Okey. Okey, ai nak lebih ke nak apa dia.
Budak ni. Give them time first about 2 to 3 minutes to prepare.
Prepare.
Because
Dia orang sebab dia orang macam ni.
Okay, baby.
Okey, saya minta boleh tak tu? Okey, silakan.
Sorry, siapa?
You lah nanti ni kan. You
Saya. Okay. Semua soalan one shot or one by one?
One by one.
One by one. Okay. The first question: why teaching profession? Okay. Choosing teaching, especially English as my profession has always been my dream since I was young. Hence, that's why I chose Bachelor in English Education specifically and Master in Teaching English as Second Language as my postgraduate. So I have always been firm and steady with my decision. Besides that, teaching is a noble profession whereby teaching shapes the students' character and their knowledge. So this will help the students' future to be bright. So I would like to recite a poem from Allahyarham Dato' Usman Awang, whereby he has mentioned that bermulanya sejarah seorang guru, bermulanya sejarah seorang peguam, bermulanya sejarah seorang polis, bermulanya sejarah seorang Perdana Menteri kerana seorang guru. So hence, teaching is a noble profession which can't be denied. And besides that, as a person who loves challenges, I think teaching will be the best choice because being a teacher, we need to face a lot of challenges in daily basis. We have to deal with the students, we have to deal with the parents, school management, colleagues, and a lot more. So I think this teaching profession will be the best choice for me. Thank you.
Third question, benefit of hiring as teacher.
All right, okay. So by hiring me, I would say the Ministry of Education will be benefited because I am well exposed to the national syllabus, which I have been teaching for the past 5 years. So I'm well aware of the content, the syllabus, the exam format. So hence, once I get the placement, I would not take time to adapt myself in the surrounding. So I can totally focus on the student and give my best to mold them. Besides that, I would like to emphasize on my skill, whereby my talent on molding student in their speech and drama. So by using this talent, I can mold the students so that they can showcase their talent to others.
Okay, question number 4. Your future, hala tuju.
Hala tuju menjadi guru. Okay, for this, for the first 3 years, I will give my best. I will showcase my talent and put my best to the. No, tak bersedia lagi untuk soalan 4.
Okay, tak apa. So, macam mana Ai? Nak komen dulu ke nak kita terus kepada calon yang seterusnya?
Just continue with the other candidate first.
Second candidate Okay, kita pilih Sharon Ling pula.
Boleh nanti Kak, saya belum habis tulis setiap poin.
You pilih calon lain?
Okay, maybe Elina.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Why I want to be a teacher because it is started from my interest, and since school I really believe that I really into this subject and follow with the choices that I choose during my diploma and also my degree. I still it related with the course and also the subject that I admire since my school. Ini kena jawab soalan nombor 2 terus ke?
Terpulang. Nanti kita akan huraikan balik bila buat rumusan.
Okay, saya stop dululah. Bagi peluang kepada orang lain.
Okay. Shirin, boleh sedia?
Okay, all right. So the first question, why do I choose to become a teacher? Because teaching is my passion, because before becoming a teacher, I was actually teaching my niece and nephews, all right? So it's my cousins as well, because they were very small. And then from there, I found out that, I have the passions, I have the patience, and I have the passion for teaching. So I actually started to take up certificate in TESOL, TESOL teaching. and I become a teacher in one of the private school, and from there I've learned to become a very responsible teacher, you know, whereby you have to do a lot of preparation before you do the learning, the teaching. You know, at the same time, I have learned a lot of things. All right, I believe that when I become a teacher, I also learn. This is a process of learning for myself as well. All right, so so as we all know, like teaching English nowadays, teaching English is very important. It is like one of the most subject, one of those most subject which is like very important, and success is very crucial for the students. Sorry, the line is not very clear. Okay. So as I work in Chinese Independent High School, I really find out that not everybody is actually fluent in English. So I have to work extra hard, extra research in, you know, solving those problems. Like it makes me creative. All right. So it makes me creative. Like you have to find different way, different methodology in teaching them. Okay, in teaching them. So it also built my self-confidence. So by doing that, okay, you feel that, okay, you have already successful. You feel like half successful, you know, whereby you are able to convey your teaching, and whereby the students are able to achieve what you are trying to teach. So that is very, very important. So my passion for teaching really grows more from there. Okay. And teamwork, yes. So as for me, I love teamwork. I love to work as a team. So whereby you have to sit as a team, whereby, okay, in the same level. So not only you have to work for your class, you get ideas. You have to share your ideas. You have to share your creativity with others as well. Whereby, you know, when you share things, like okay, you know, I think you know this phrase whereby one mind, two brains is better than one brain, right? So it's whereby you get a lot of ideas when you do a lot of teamwork. Okay. And you need a strong communication skills as well. So whereby when you become a teacher, you have to, you know, build a close relationship with parents. If you want to achieve your success, if you want to become a good teacher, not only that you become a teacher at school, you must also help the parents to become teacher at home. So, all right, you have to collaborate with them. Okay. And yeah, okay, then next will be okay, so apart from having many years experience teaching a variety of classes, the skills and qualities I possess will make me a competent English teacher, include excellent spoken and writing skills. The confidence that I have in teaching the English subject will have the ability, you know, to help students, especially now, like the government, they are hiring the one-off teachers for rural students, especially, right? Nowadays, they're saying that for rural students. So if you have the passion, so you are able to help these rural students to, you know, improve their English based on your creativity and your experience as well. Okay, so I believe experience and also being creative and also face challenges. When you like to face challenges, you get to improve yourself and you get to help other students as well. Okay, and okay, for my future vision, okay, so in these 5 years, I am currently pursuing my master. So hopefully by next year, I'll be like able to finish my master. Then I won't end there, okay? So my next plan is to get IELTS, okay, to get IELTS certificate and also to become an IELTS trainer at the same time. All right. So you as a teacher, when I, like myself as a teacher, I do not want to stop only at one level. So you have to actually grow your level more and more. So after this, when I get IELTS, it's not only that you can actually train the students for different levels, and you can also teach them, train them in IELTS, and also, you know, help them in all sorts of levels. So whatever level you are in, you are able to help your students. So yes, that is from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, terima kasih kepada Nur Shirin. So ada lagi dua. Nak Syafiq dulu ke nak Farhana dulu ni?
Boleh saya dulu.
Okay, silakan Syafiq.
Okay. So for the first question, why do I choose to become a teacher? So basically, when I was young, when I was 5 years old, I started teaching my fellow friends in my for the Quran study in my mosque nearby. Okay, so since then I have been loving to teach my friends, relatives, and many others. After that, I have been changing my view of teaching to a being a doctor. But when I did my internship, that's when I've decided that I will be a teacher. When my students look up to me and they put me as the role model. So that's why I want to mold the future generation. That is the main reason why I want to become a teacher. Okay, why don't we choose other professions? To me, teaching is a noble profession in which we are able to see the future in the eye of our students, in which they will be molded in front of us since the tiny little step until the biggest step in their life until they graduate. Even though we start with a little thing, they will be reminded till the end. That is the most important thing. That's why I choose teacher to be profession. Benefit of hiring me as a teacher is because I am a very competent person in which I am very committed to the task that being given to me throughout any of circumstances that is up to the ad hoc. I am able to okay, like for example, to teach other subjects, mathematics, science, chemistry, I also can. So that's why I think the government should hire me as a teacher. For the future vision, in another 5 years' time, I would see myself as a teacher who's with a master, which possesses courage to change the system in the school. Like for now, I am the penyelaras for kajian tindakan and inovasi in the school within the teachers. So I love to be the reference by the teachers. So I want to be maintained until the end. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Syafiq. So kita teruskan dengan calon kita yang terakhir Farhana. Okay, silakan.
Saya belum.
Can I start?
Okay.
Okay. So the first question is, why do I want to become a teacher? Okay, it's all started when I was in my secondary school. I always look up for my English teacher because I could see that she is a very confident person. Okay, whereby whenever she is teaching us, she is giving out instructions. She is so confident that I would say that I admire her. So that is why I prefer to become more an English teacher. But somehow I would say that a teacher is someone that people, or in this situation is students. Students always look out for a teacher. Okay, whenever we giving out the knowledge, we are giving out the information. The moment the students are looking at us, we are making eye contact with the students. That give me a different. That is why I want to become a teacher, and also I have passion in because I think that what I learned during my study time. For example, on how to study better, on how to down notes. So I think with whatever I have learned during my study, during my degree and also diploma, I would say that I like to share every information with my students. And then that is the main reason why I want to become a teacher. And for the second question is why should I become a teacher and not other profession? That being a teacher is to become a secondary parent to your student, because I happen to meet students who did not fully trusted the parent. Every problem, everything that he wants to talk about, so he would find me. So I think as a teacher, as a second parent to the student, and also being a teacher, we are able to dig out the student's potential. Even sometimes, I wouldn't say that most of the time parents do not see the potential inside their children, but I would say that being at school, throughout their development in study, development in their performances in tests, in examinations, we could see what they want to become in the future. Being a teacher, we actually see their future career. So why I choose a teacher instead of other profession. Okay, coming through to the third question is my contribution if I were to be selected as a teacher. Okay, just now during the introduction, I have mentioned about my contribution to create, to initiate and so through the club, we do a lot of activities, be it public speaking, be it English storytelling, and also other English activities related to it. And I would say that with the experience that I had, I would able to equip my students with the basic and also basic knowledge on how to become a well-spoken speaker. Okay, for example, in a public speaking, I'm going to teach the students on how to what are the tips to become a good speaker. For example, making eye contact, you need to read beforehand, you need to know exactly the topic, and then only you are able to deliver the knowledge to your audience. So I would say that my experience being an English teacher right now, especially for secondary school, would actually shape the students to become a good speaker in the future. Okay, for the last question is, if I were to become a teacher, and what would I would be in 5 years. Okay, I would see myself to be known as Guru Cemerlang, because before this, in our school, in Smart Hafiz Masjid Nusel, we have at least 3 teachers. I'm I would say the basic, the permanent teacher at the school, and we have also 2 other both teachers. Of them are experienced, so sometimes students they are not very confident in me because of the title that I hold. So I would see myself in 5 years ahead to become a Guru Cemerlang who have experience in marking the papers, who have the knowledge on delivering English, or also I would say that my name would be established as a teacher. So I would say that is all from me for now. Yeah, nothing further to explain about it. Thank you.
Okey, terima kasih kepada Farah. Ada yang belum lagi kan? Si Sharon ni. Okey, silakan.
Belum lagi. Okay, hi. For question 1, why do we choose to become a teacher? Okay. My answer is the reason is because I study Master of Education in TESOL in University Putra Malaysia campus Sedan Selangor before this, and I was really impacted by the way my lecturers taught me back then about those education subjects such as educational policy and planning, and also educational research seminar. Okay. And I also back then when I was a young kid, when I was a primary school student, when I was a primary school student back then, I had an English teacher who really impacted me, and I felt lucky to join her class. Okay. And besides that, I also like English skills such as phonetics, phonology, and also for English skills. And I also like how to teach my students on the steps in writing your English essays, such as implementing the 7 questions inside it, and also other ways on how they can write a very good English essay. Okay, for question 2, why don't we choose other profession? Okay, I don't choose other profession because teaching has been my passion since I was a primary school student. I like the way of how I communicate, evaluate, and help my students. I also like to see how my students' strength and determination of wanting to get high marks during their final exam. Okay, for question number 3, benefits of hiring me as a teacher. I can use my charisma to teach my students. I am a strict teacher and I know the ways of teaching English to my students based on the 4 skills of English and secondary English syllabus. Since I worked at KPM before as a government vocational teacher and also secondary teacher. So I had experience working in those schools. Okay, for question number 4, future vision in another 5 years to come. Okay, I hope to contribute my English skills that I had learned since my primary school days. Okay, I hope to touch my students' heart if they join my English class and also join and won the English won their school's English competitions and also join the English club held in my school. Okay, as I really used up my effort to teach my students in English class and English club in my own school. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ada yang terleft Si siapa tadi?
Oh, you.
Umi dengan panel kita Okey, tak apa. Sementara kita menunggu 2 orang tu join balik. So, saya berikan untuk yang pusingan ketiga ni. Sementara dia join, boleh anda prepare lah mana yang patut. Untuk pusingan ketiga, biasanya dia akan tanya kita konten. Okey, so bila konten ni maksudnya setiap calon kena apa kita kata ni, faham betul-betul silibus. Okay, sebab kita mohon bahasa Inggeris, kita pun tak tahu sama ada kita akan dipostingkan ke sekolah rendah atau sekolah menengah. So, depend pada panel nanti Madam I tu untuk dia pilih lah. So, benda ni tak kisah, ikut nasib. Okay, lepas tu kena apa tu, sediakan sedikit macam RPH. Mungkin nanti kalau panel Madam I tu suruh katalah hari ni kita nak mengajar pelajar darjah 2 singing kan. Tak kira lah lagu bahasa Inggeris 1, 2, 3 ke ABC ke. So dia akan suruh anda sediakan RPH secara ringkas lah. Maksud saya start daripada dia punya intro tu, set induction, content dan juga dia punya peneguhan enrichment saya tak pasti istilah dia, dan satu lagi anda punya conclusion penutup. So mungkin untuk seorang tu saya bagi dalam 5 minit je lah, sebab kita just nak macam tengok anda punya kefahaman dalam membuat RPH.
RPH.
Sebab pastikan RPH anda tu adalah guideline untuk anda kawal masa mengajar anda. Sebab saya pun difahamkan untuk sekolah rendah 30 minit kan masa dia. Dan sekolah menengah tengok sekolah ada yang 35, ada yang 40 minit. So daripada situ untuk IV sebenar mungkin GC tu, guru cemerlang tu dia tahu daripada apa yang anda senaraikan tu, adakah mendapati masa yang diperuntukkan dalam setiap jadual waktu rasmi yang ada di sekolah lah. Kalau kita punya learning outcome tu terlampau banyak, mungkin akan kata itu dah tak cukup masa lah dia kata. So sambil-sambil kita menunggu apa tu Madam I tu join balik, so anda boleh prepare dululah untuk anda punya RPH tu. Tajuk boleh pilih sendirilah, bebas. Sebab ni bukan bidang saya. Kalau anda tanya Kimi-A tu, bolehlah saya bagi tajuk kan. Ni subjek bahasa kita surrender lah, sebab bukan kepakaran dan bidang core business saya lah. Okay, boleh prepare dulu sementara kita tunggu panel masuk balik.
Cik Syedi, saya dah rekodkan tadi soalan-soalan tu, saya dah rekodkan. Nanti saya akan share semula lah dekat sini, nanti dah akhir sekali. Sebab saya compilekan dia ikut part.
Yelah, sama yang macam blog tu kan.
Macam
yang apa dalam blog tu kan saya ada apa save kan, yang saya bagi link tu. So kita just follow pada situ je lah.
Okay, baik.
Sebab sepatutnya malam ni apa Syafiq, ada SU yang tolong catat untuk kita semua. Tapi dia kata ada masalah talian. So kita tak boleh nak buat apa. Sebab benda tu kita kata out of control. Mnet mungkin kita boleh troubleshoot, tapi kita hanya pengguna lah sebagai end user. Kalau saya nak komen daripada anda punya apa tadi, nak pilih jadi guru, apa faedah PM dapat tu, saya rasa kita bagi pada pen lah. Nanti kalau sempat saya cuba bantulah panel pun untuk rumusan sidang yang kedua. Dia pun dapat masuk lagi ni. Mungkin sebab kata dia pakai handphone tadi kan, so dia ada masalah capaian lah ni. Dengan seorang lagi siapa tadi yang terleft tadi? Perempuan kan, Adelina apa nama dia tadi? Ingat tak nama dia? Kan, Nur Elina So kita harap dia dapat join, sebab kalau dia terus terputus tu kita pun tak boleh nak buat apa. Masing-masing jelas kan soalan ke nak mohon saya ulang balik semula ke macam mana? Sebab kita tak pencatat malam ni, so saya cuma bercakap je lah.
Sir,
saya
so
silakan.
untuk round 3 ni ready untuk apa-apa yang berkaitan dengan silibus dan juga RPH lah. Maksudnya kalau disuruh mengajar ataupun kita nak tanya secara detail lagi lah tentang silibus itu ke?
Cuma malam ni saya pilih untuk fokus pada RPH. Maksudnya apa learning outcome yang Farhana nak ajar nanti Farhana bagi tahulah. Tajuk apa, learning outcome dia, content, atau hasil content tu apa, set induksi, lepas tu ada apa lepas konten penutup, sebelum penutup tu yang saya kata peneguhan tu, saya tak pasti istilah dia dalam bahasa Inggeris tu. So dari situ kita harap Madam I tu dia boleh bagi sedikit komen sebab daripada itu pun panel IV SPP sebenar dia boleh detect lah kita ni berpegang pada mi yang nyata ataupun kita ni short sendiri. Kita tengok pada learning outcome tu padan dengan mas yang ada di waktu sebenar di sekolah lah, waktu rasmi.
Terima kasih, sir.
Okey, sama. Kalau ada siapa nak share tajuk pun tak ada masalah, boleh type dekat ruangan chatting tu. Kalau macam tajuk Madam I tadi dia kata singing kan, hari ni kita nak mengajar kanak-kanak darjah 1 menyanyi. Maksudnya bila dalam interview sebenar tu tak perlu nak yang canggih-manggih lah. Kita punya RPH tu just kita nak panel nak tengok kita ni faham tak faham menyediakan RPH yang panel nak, itu je. Maksudnya dia nak tengok daripada segi susunan, betul tak? Takutlah kita tak tahu pasal RPH, kita buat dulu dia punya penutup. So bagi saya tu memang satu kegagalan yang besar lah, sebab kita tak mengikut RPH yang sepatutnya kita gunakan di sekolah nanti. Dan pastikan set induksi tu jangan lama-lama biasa kalau saya 2 ke 5 minit. Lepas tu kat situ kita kena letak satu faktor wow lah ataupun big why, yang kalau saya sebagai student anda, anda anggaplah saya ni student darjah 1 anda, ambil contoh saya terus macam terpesona. Oh, hari ni teacher nak ajar menyanyi, macam itulah. Tu kena ada satu wow factor dan juga faktor big why. Madam I dah sedia ke?
Okay.
Sebelum dah prepare, Sebab kita madam kehilangan seorang calon. Kalau exam SPM ni kita kata calon ni keluar awal lah. Dia give up, tak boleh jawab ke apa ke, dia balik terus. Dia tak nak datang dah jawab exam.
Internet problem lah tu.
Tak apa, kita faham.
It's
So
okay.
macam mana? Siapa yang dah bersedia? Madam tahu apa kita punya sekarang punya round
Round
ni?
4 is it?
Not
Round 3.
I'm not sure because
round 3.
about 10 minutes juga ni dah tinggal ni.
Tak apa, saya hand over kejap, take over.
Round 3 is it?
Okay, round 3 ni saya briefing dulu pada panel. Kita meminta kepada 5 calon yang tinggal untuk menyediakan satu RPH yang mengikut standard lah. Nanti panel akan nilai, Madam I akan nilai. So tajuk bebas, maksudnya dia kena sediakan set induksi yang pelajar. Yang kedua dia punya learning outcome. Yang ketiga dia kena bagi tahu konten sedikit lah, jangan banyak sangat. Lepas tu ada dan sekali apakah dia punya conclusion dia based pada RPH yang dia nak jalankan aktiviti tu. Boleh terima Madam I?
Jadi maksudnya kena baca
Not
semua
actually content but activity.
Sharon, just briefing je.
Kena baca semua RPH tak perlu lah.
Perlu, kita just nak tahu.
Briefing about the set induction sampai penutup.
Maybe just maybe you can use maybe the pre-lesson maybe, or maybe during the lesson delivery. It's up to you. But I think maybe just the pre-lesson during the introductory. The set induction, I think is quite okay. The main thing is you need to tell the learning outcome. And also the skills.
Nanti tolong kesan cungkil faktor wow factor dengan big Y dalam diorang punya RPH. Boleh
Boleh.
Maksudnya I anggap ni, saya ni sebagai student standard 1. Hari ni saya tunggu teacher saya nak masuk kelas. Hari ni apa dia ajar? Mungkin dia bawa masuk kelas tu bawa bola, bawa pokok bunga.
So now all of them are trying to coming up with lesson plan for year 1, is it? English CFR year 1, correct?
Okay, kita dah standardkan semua standard 1 darjah 1.
Standard 1.
Permintaan daripada panel. Dia suka budak-budak ni sebenarnya.
Darjah 1 lah.
Yeah, because I think most of them are very they have most of them are experienced teaching FM, but I think SR. It's quite challenging, especially when you're trying to teach and then suddenly one of your students. How you want to
Madam,
solve that?
darjah 1 apa dia punya MMI dia?
MMI?
Minute instructional apa benda tu kan. Dia ada masa rasmi dia lah, MMI tu. Saya lupa.
MMI. 1 hour. Still 1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour
untuk satu masa.
Per lesson. Every day. It's around, if I'm not mistaken,
untuk subjek English.
180. Yes. Senang cakap memang every day.
Maksudnya dalam jadual rasmi guru kita. Yelah, maksudnya dalam jadual rasmi, kalau waktu BI tu 8 hingga 9 contoh.
Normally 10.
10 apa tu?
But maybe reduced to 8 to 9. But normally it's 10. Normally. For CFI it's normally 10. Because they have to teach them every day is a different skills. Today is listening skill, so tomorrow is reading, the other day is writing, the other day is speaking, something like that, and then language arts. complete 5 days, and then they do the cycle again.
Oh, that's mean.
But some schools, but it's different for SJKT and SJKC. They don't have 10. Their MMI is lesser than the SK
Okay.
one. SK is around 1. It's
So
not,
maksudnya apa?
but it's tak wajib lah 10 masa. Normally around 8.
Orang maksudnya boleh kata setiap hari kita jumpa pelajar tu lah.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. Baru faham sikit lah. Okay, daripada 5 calon ni sebab seorang dah terleft, kita harap dia dapat join lah sebab kita pun ada masa lebih kurang setengah jam lagi ni. Ada yang dah sedia belum? Nak volunteer ke nak saya pick nama ni? Ke Madam I yang nak pilih? Okay, silakan nanti ni.
Okay, saya ni kena ajar ke or explain je?
Explain.
Explain lah apa yang you nak buat dengan you punya artis.
Yang lain kita belah.
Explain. Let's start dari learning outcome dan set induksi. And week 22.
Okay, nanti ni mula-mula bagi tahu you nak ajar kelas mana, dah ajar berapa, lepas tu tajuk.
Explain. I
Lepas
prefer.
tajuk you bagi tahu set induksi tu. Silakan.
Alright, okay. I'm teaching Form 1. Adjectives. Alright. Okay, so the learning outcome is fill in the blanks, 15 out of 25 while listening. And then the complementary learning outcome is students are able to sing the song. Okay. So as for the set induction, I'll prepare a big box and I'll put several items inside the box. So I'll choose randomly one student to come and pick the items. So, but they're not supposed to take it out. They're just supposed to touch it. By using their sensory, they are supposed to describe it to their friends. Okay, for example, I put a book inside the box. So the particular student is supposed to describe, okay, it's in square shape, it's thick, and the rest of the students are supposed to guess what is the object. So by using the vocabulary to describe, they're actually learning the adjectives. Yeah.
Dan macam mana madam, nak ulas terus ke nak bagi calon lain dulu?
For year 1, especially for primary schools, it's better when you want to start your lesson, you must write your objective on the board.
For Form 1, Miss Annie.
You must. Oh, sorry. No, even Form 1 also, you have to tell them the objective. Normally during the set induction, you must tell them. Okay, today we're
ask
going
them
to what?
Ask them to read them aloud, right? The objectives.
Yeah, because it is what we need to do nowadays. We have to tell them what they're going to achieve by the end of the lesson. Quite okay with the the guessing box object.
Yeah.
But maybe you can introduce first the word to them. If the class is not the smart one. But I think if they are
because according to the syllabus, they are expected to know the vocabulary beforehand because they have learned that during their primary school. Yeah. So it's just like to stimulate their schemata, to test their prior knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, boleh bagi yang calon
And then for
seterusnya.
your learning outcome.
For the learning outcome.
The sentence for writing the learning outcome, it must be like by the end of the lesson, 1. Student, could identify 10 out of 15 adjective words. Second, student would be able to 10 out of 15 blanks. Something like that. Just a sample of Okay, continue.
Alright.
Another candidate.
Thank you.
Okay, so kita pilih Shirin dulu lah, boleh?
Okay, alright. Rasanya kalau nak pilih, if I want to do the primary one, it would be like, it would take time. So maybe I will explain the one that I have already prepared before. All right. So
It's okay.
this lesson plan can be done for Form 1 up to Form 5. Okay, students for Form 1 up to Form 5. Okay, you can apply this lesson plan. Okay, so the title will be very different. The title will be about Britney Spears. Okay, so maybe like the students will be like, they'll be like questioning, Britney Spears, who is that? That's the name of a person. I'm very sure that most of the students, they do not know who Britney Spears is, except for something. Britney Spears is very popular, very famous, right? Okay. So the language focus over here is the reading and vocabulary. Okay, the objective will be students will be able to apply predicting and scanning. Okay, this is related to reading. Okay, reading. We are going to use prediction and scanning. All right, and the other one will be the complementary is the vocabulary. Okay, the new vocab that they will be learning from the text. Okay, all right. Okay, then the induction, I think the induction, is it? Okay, the induction. Okay, I will start with the warming up. Okay, when you start with the warm up, you don't have to use any materials yet. Okay, so you just have to do some ice breaking with them. Okay, so first is to write the objective on the board. Okay, and after that, you will just ask them some questions. Just ask some questions, ask some students. Okay, you can ask them, who is your favorite, actually, who is your favorite female singer? And why do you like the singer? Okay, for example. So you don't have to ask the whole students, the whole class, because it's going to be boring. So you just ask 2 to 3 students and just write the name of the name of the singers on the board. Okay. So that is just the opening. Okay. Then after that, the teacher would ask the students to listen to the song. Okay, listen to a song, Britney Spears song. Okay, without showing the video, just the audio first, just the audio. Okay, then the students will actually guess what is the title of the song, because the title of the song is in the song itself. All right. So the students, while listening, the students need to identify. So that means the students is already doing the prediction. Okay. So, and after that, again, I will elicit the feedback from 2 to 3 students. All right. Okay. Then after that, I will write down the title of the answer, okay, on the board, and the students will be able to identify the correct word. Okay, they know that they have done the correct guessing. Okay. Then after that, I write the vocabularies, okay, I have already prepared the worksheets. Okay, I have the worksheets related to the text. Okay, we have the reading text related to Britney Spears. So some of the difficult words are being extracted out. Okay, Okay, so I put it on the board. I'll place it on the board. Then after that, because the reason why I extract some of the vocabulary from the text is because they are going to apply this while reading. So while they are reading the text, they are going to highlight or underline the word which is placed on the board. Okay, that's the reason why I extract some of the words, maybe 5 words from the text. Okay, so when they read the text while reading, okay, when we move to while reading, so while reading, they have to read and underline the vocab that they have seen on the board. Okay. Then after that, so after reading, so post-reading, we will discuss some of the meaning of the words, okay? And after that, the teacher will actually give the synonym match, the worksheet, the synonym match, okay? We'll give it to them after discussion. So after discussion. So why is the synonym match practice. The worksheet is given to them is to make sure that they really understood what is the meaning. This is to emphasize. This is to practice what they have already learned in hand. Okay. And all right. And after that, the teacher will assign another worksheet, which is to, okay, we'll assign another worksheet like true or false question, okay, based on the text to see if the students really understood the text, okay, what they have already understood. But true and false over here is without referring to the text, as it is all based on what is being discussed during the discussion. And the wrap up, the last part will be the homework assigning. The teacher will give the fill in the blanks passage for the students to fill up while reading the text. So yeah, that's all for the lesson planning.
Okey, terima kasih kepada Shirin Okey, terima kasih kepada macam mana So macam dah tinggal lebih kurang 1 minit.
Okay, so that's mean for sharing your lesson planning is for reading skill, right? Because
Yes.
I'm not quite familiar with SM syllabus, but I'm just confused because in your lesson plan, you're given to them a synonym practice and then the true false based on the text. It's just confused because is it
We
the
have
other
actually
activities?
we have like pre-reading and while reading. Like pre-reading is the one that I will extract the words out from the text, from the reading text, like before they read the text. Okay. So while reading, they will be like reading the text and underline the words which is already like extracted out. And after reading, after they have read, they have already underlined the words or highlight the words. So we will discuss the meaning in as a class. We will do some discussion. Okay. Then after that, I will give them the worksheet, the synonym worksheets, whereby you know the meaning that they have to actually match the vocab with the correct meaning.
So based on the activities, I don't think it match with your LO. Because in your LO, one, you don't have a measurable LO. First, you must make sure that your learning outcome, the two learning outcome must be able to be measured. There are no measurable point there for your LO. And then I'm quite confused. Let's say like the synonym exercise, it should be in maybe in the learning outcome. How many questions for the synonym, and then how many should they be able to get the answer correctly? Because it should be in the learning outcome. So because of your learning outcome is very general, because you said the first one is they have to make a prediction, but their prediction is only on the induction set. If only during the induction set, that is not learning outcome. That is activity during the induction set.
Okay, so that means it has to be in
Are you
detail.
clear?
That means it has to be in detail, is it? Like, okay, for example, like the vocabulary, the synonym activity. Okay, that means they are able to answer like 3 out of 5, for example. Is it?
Yes, something like that. Learning outcome should be written like that. Because you're writing it too general. When you write it too general, even if someone observing, they will ask you, how do you, what is, because the learning outcome will help you to write down the impact, the lesson, after the lesson is being carried out, right? So that's why learning outcome, again, you must have to make sure it is measurable. And I don't think so. There's a prediction because for the lesson planning that I don't see any prediction is going on. Only during the set induction. But it's in the learning outcome. So dia tak sesuai lah untuk jadi learning outcome actually.
Can I go next?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Syafiq nak mula dulu Okey, silakan.
Okay. I have actually prepared this one because I was finding for the SKP for standard one I couldn't find. So the one that I've already have is for form 2. Is it okay?
It's okay
Okay.
because it's either SM or SR. The skill is there. Because KPM already have the template for
Yeah.
writing the lesson plan actually.
Okay. I'll go
Mm.
straight to the learning outcome. Okay. For the first one,
What's the
by
topic
the end of the
first?
lesson,
Topic. What
sorry,
is
the
the
topic
topic and the
is
theme?
words related to healthy lifestyle reading.
Okay, healthy lah.
Words related to healthy lifestyle reading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the LO will be the first one. Understand specific details and information in simple, longer text by answering 5 fill in the blanks questions. Okay. The complementary will be use some support familiar print and digital resources to check meaning by substituting 4 words with similar meaning. So that will be the LO. So should I proceed with the development or you
Yes,
want to
yes,
see
yes.
the
Maybe just
okay.
the
I
induction.
go okay, the induction. I'll be bringing a giant pictures of the healthy lifestyle and paste it on the board. Together with that, I'll be bringing one food pyramid which consists of um, a template, but the things that I put in the food pyramid is the realias. Okay, we'll have the chicken, we'll have the oil, we'll have the eggs, so that to interest the student to learn about the lesson. Okay, then when I start, I will ask them what is a healthy lifestyle means. Okay, together with the help of the realias and the photos, so student will be people will be able to brainstorm a few examples of healthy and unhealthy lifestyle, together with the meal and um, photos of the healthy and unhealthy lifestyle pictures that are being shown to them. Okay, and then the third procedure, pupils will be receiving a worksheet and read a text about um, a family lifestyle. Okay, the worksheet is about a family lifestyle. Okay, and then a few pupils read aloud the text with proper pronunciation and intonation. Okay, number 5, pupils will be answering 5 comprehension question. This is the one that we have in the LO. So we have 5 comprehension question that is to be filled up. Okay, after they will substitute with 4 words with similar meaning from the text. So this one they will be using materials, other materials to get the 4 words that is related. And sorry, with the same meaning, but different word. After that, people will compare their answer with their partners. Then they discuss the answer in the class. Okay, the post lesson, student will be working in pairs to interview each other about one healthy lifestyle and one unhealthy lifestyle that they lead. Then we choose a few to share their views in the class. That's all.
Can you repeat your first LO again?
My first LO. Understand specific details and information in simple, longer text by answering 5 fill in the blank questions.
Okay, I can see the relations there. Still, the topic, almost the same like the primary. They also have that kind of topic, the healthy lifestyle. Okay. Another candidate.
Excuse me, I have a question. Can we use like words like
Uh-huh.
understand in LO?
Yes, can.
Can.
But
Because it isn't measurable, right?
yeah, it's measurable. But the understand and then what what do the student needs to understand must be there. To understand what
Yes, the five questions.
must be explained.
All right.
It's not just
And then one more
able
thing,
to write. Yes.
okay, Miss Rohani, one more is the RPH here is actually based on the syllabus lah, based on the
Yes. Not based on the syllabus, based on the SOW, the CRF. CRF lah.
CRF.
Curricular framework.
Oh, curriculum framework. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Can I go next after this, Miss?
Yes. Can.
Thank you. Okay, so for my lesson plan, I'm planning on teaching standard 1, and the class will be named as One Wawasan. And the theme is health, and the topic will be parts of body. My focus skill will be listening, and the integrated skill will be speaking. And the learning outcome for the main objective, which is listen and say aloud at least 4 out of 8 parts of body. And for the complementary objective, they are going to listen and respond to at least 4 out of 8 questions given by the teachers correctly. Okay, for the activities, okay, can I continue about my lesson plan?
Okay, before you continue, when we write the LO, we don't need to write at the back there given by the teachers. Need not for
Okay.
that.
All right. Thank you.
Skip it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to add out for the lesson, and I need help from the friends for this session. Okay, so please add out as year 1 student. Thank you so much for your understanding and also cooperation. Okay, good evening, students. Today we are going to sing a song together. Now I need you to follow me. Okay, please listen and sing along with me. Yes.
What song?
Okay. What song? Okay, listen carefully to me.
Very cute.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Okay, I can see you cannot sing along with me. That's okay, don't worry. We are going to sing it again. Can we do that again?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Now, ready. Please look at me carefully and then sing along with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose.
Okay.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Very good. Okay, give yourself a big clap. Thank you so much. Okay. I look at on the whiteboard. Okay, everyone, please look at the whiteboard. Okay, the first one is your head. Okay, now repeat after me. The first one is head.
Head.
Very good. Second is Shoulders.
Shoulders.
Shoulder.
Where is your shoulders? Very good.
Shoulder.
Very good.
Shoulders.
Next, knees. Where is your knees?
Yes.
Okay, Noor. Where?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to continue until the last part of the body will be mouth. Okay, that is for knowing parts of the body. And the last one, I'm going to display another slide with the pictures only. Just now, the first slide will be pictures of parts of the body and also the name of the part of the body. The second slide will be pictures only. Then I'm going to ask them, okay, where is your mouth? Where is your mouth? And I'm going to point out. To the picture. So to end the lesson, I'm going to sing the song again. And then I'm going to ask the students on the parts of the body to at least they get to name me at least 4 out of 8 that we have learned by far. So that is all for the lesson. Thank you for your participation. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for everyone here. Thank you.
Okay. Just to make it clear for the we don't say the theme is healthy living. Healthy living is actually topic. For team is for primary school we only have 3. We have world of self, family and friends, and then we have world another tu, alamak lupa pula another tu. Sorry. Nanti saya bagi tahu lah dekat ni. Lupa pula. Tapi biasanya in primary we have 3 team. Yang paling banyak normally for level 1 is world of self, family and friends. And then we have we have world of knowledge, and then we have world of stories. That is team. Topic yang
Okay,
tajuk
thank you.
setiap bab. Okay, for
Thank you,
the set introduction, okay lah. Siapa lagi ya? Sharon.
I haven't. Okay. Hi. My
Hi.
topic for today is present simple tense and present continuous tense. I will be teaching for one students English. Okay. Okay. For one and for one or from two lah. Okay. They will be learning present simple tense and present continuous tense. Okay. So my learning outcome it will be learning outcome for the first learning outcome students will be giving me examples, definition and examples of present simple tense and present continuous tense. Okay, they must spoke to me about the definitions and types of present simple tense and present continuous tense. So they need to use speaking skill. And the second learning outcome, they need to use writing skill, where they need to write down the definition and type and examples of present simple tense and present continuous tense on the whiteboard. In the class. Okay, so my set induction is I will give students 2 cards where they need to flip the card, okay, to see which card they got. Okay, before that I will form them in a group. Okay, so one group will consist of maybe 4 to 5 students in the class. Okay, and then each group will get 1 card. Okay, and when the activity start, before the activity start, I will tell the students to open to flip the card first, okay? And I will connect students will ask themselves about what they need to resolve, okay? They need to solve. Okay, so that one is the induction, and then for the phase 2 is telling or explanation, which include a speaking skill from the students. So I will ask the students to tell me about to flip your card. Okay, if the group got present simple tense, so for the group there will be 1 representative, but before that they need to discuss among themselves what are the definition and also examples of present simple tense or present continuous tense. Okay, so after they finish discuss, so each representative of the group will inform me what are their definition of a present simple tense or definition of a present simple continuous, and also the examples. Okay, And after that, they finish the learning outcome for speaking skill, and next they move to writing skill. Okay, so for writing skill, students need to write down the definition and explanations on the whiteboard. Okay, on the whiteboard. So there will be one representative to come up to the front, and then they need to write down on the whiteboard about the definitions and also examples of present simple tense or present continuous tense. Okay, and after that, I will ask the students to sit back to their own seat, which to turn back to their own group, and they will listen to my own explanations about the definitions and also the examples of present simple tense or present continuous tense. Okay, so I think that's all for the group discussion, and also and I will also teach and correct students' answers which are wrong. And for the conclusion, I will ask the students to summarize what they learned today throughout the English lesson, which is the topic of present simple tense or present continuous tense. That's all. So there are two skills. The first is a speaking skill, another one is writing skill, complementary skill, the additional one.
So for your lesson, your main skill
Yeah.
is speaking, and
Speaking.
the topic,
Complementary
I'm
is
not quite sure of your topic because you said your topic is simple present. Simple present is
Yeah.
not a topic actually. It's a language focus.
topic.
Yeah, it's fall
Oh.
under a language focus. Topik, contoh macam, okay, maybe topik during that is apa, national celebration. Saya tak tahu yang sekolah menengah punya topik, but something like that. Its topic is like that, healthy and wise. Spending wisely, like for primary should be, topic is that. Theme is like world of knowledge, world of stories. And then that one is language focus actually. Because student learning grammars through topics, through the skills. Because for why for let's say like the primary, why 5 days? No, because day 1 is our main focus is listening, and then day 2 is reading, day 4 is listening, speaking, day 3 reading, day 4 writing, and then day 5 is language arts. I'm not quite sure for the SM. Is it like that? But I think it's supposed to be like that because if
Same.
because it relates to because we're following the CFR, national CFR standard, so it should be like that. Because actually we don't teach them grammar only. Okay, today we're going to learn grammar. It's not like that because the grammar is the language focus. Our focus is still the skills.
I think it's different because like the private.
But I like activity.
Actually, the private school, private schools normally like a bit different, not the same.
Because, so I can share with you later on the KPM template for writing RPH lesson plan. It's a standard one for SM and SR, even the SJKC and SJKT. Maybe then later on, actually you can find out for the CFR, the curricular framework and so on from the KPM website actually. If you don't have it, maybe you have friends in the KPM schools that can give it to you, because from me, I can only share the one from the primary schools only. Maybe later on you can PM me. Yes.
For the SM.
Dah habis ke yang untuk RPH ni? Semua dah bentang dah present.
So I just need to change my topic to the theme, to the theme, like for example, National Day celebration like that, right? I cannot put like
it's not theme. Theme adalah tema. World of knowledge, world of family and friends. Topic adalah the whole
National Day celebration.
ikut bab dalam buku teks kan we have unit 1,
Oh,
unit 2.
Focus,
That is
focus,
lah.
okay,
Normally
focus.
unit is based on topic.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Faham.
Like during the interview, during the real interview, I'm not too sure. Do we
Uh-huh.
have to present? Do we have to show our slides, or do we have to present?
I'm not sure what they're going to do. Maybe. So you just have to prepare, but not really come with them by bringing out in front of them the real RPH. Maybe they will just ask you. Maybe they give you like a situation. Can you tell me? Maybe they give you a topic. Skills, and then they give you what activities could you carried out during the pre-reading as an example, right? So maybe you can go there and explain. Maybe it's like that because if they want you to come up with a micro teaching, then the interview might be going out, I don't know, for eternity. But I don't know, maybe you just need to prepare. But as I've told you earlier in our meeting, with the CFR, get to know what is CFR, the content of it, the curriculum framework, reference, okay, the HIP, highly immersive program, and of course the MBI. Because during the PDPR, they are implementing it. So maybe one of it will come out, but I think for teaching, for the pedagogy, maybe they will ask you a little bit of it.
Okay. Then the one I've asked in the chat is okay. Like in the RPH, do we have to mention the mode of teaching, like Zoom, Meet?
Mode of teaching?
Yeah, like do we use
That mode of teaching, if you it falls under cross-curricular elements.
cross-curricular elements?
Yes. Later on, I will share with you guys. Maybe I will give the template to Cikgu Shady. Then later on, he will share it to you. Because this is according to the KPM standard template, RPH lesson.
Actually, my school also add a cross-curricular element and also complementary skill inside our RPH. My school teacher like SMK, they have their template, so we just follow like.
Okay.
Don't worry, actually,
It's the same
because
as you
nowadays
said
we
now.
have many templates. Been doing some of it. You can have it for free. Some of it you have to buy. So but make sure the template is the same and it follows the KPM's template, the standard of the KPM. Any questions?
Kita dah 11.30, 11.35. Kita ada satu lagi sesi yang belum.
Lesson plan, yes.
Kita dah 11.35.
Apa?
Ada satu sesi iaitu
up to them if they want to maybe can only one person kot yang try to answer.
So
For the last round.
Last round ni kita nak pilih set induksi ke nak pilih penutup? Kita pilih seorang je sebab macam yelah kita drag dah 5 minit ni nanti panel nak tidur kan. Dia nak tu saya lagi dia buat apa lah.
I prefer the conclusion, the end of the lesson.
So masa berapa? 2 minit cukup?
Around that time lah, 2 to 3 minutes.
2 minutes okay. Tajuk boleh sama dengan yang RPH tadi ataupun pilih sendiri tak ada masalah. Cuma kita nak tengok.
Boleh sebab dia orang pun dah prepare RPH tu kan. So just up to the topic that they
2 minit
already prepared.
Nak seorang je kan?
Okay, who wants to volunteer?
Seorang aja untuk penutup
I
malam ni.
think one is enough.
Sebab lepas ni panel akan
Hmm.
buat rumusan lah sebelum kita tamatkan sesi malam ni. Ada yang volunteer ke nak
Oh,
conclusion?
okay, mungkin saya boleh try. I can try.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
silakan.
So penutup ni kira macam lepas like after our teaching, right? It should be after our teaching.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe like back to the reading part. Okay. Penutup dia, okay, the closing will be the closed book whereby they cannot refer to any other materials. So we can check on their understanding by giving them true or false question. So it can be like in prompt answer, or by giving them worksheets on the paper. So we can give them maybe 1 or 2 minutes if on the paper, or maybe if it is in the classroom. Okay, if it is like online classroom, so we just open to everyone. So maybe, or we call them by names to answer the questions, either true or false. That's to check on the understanding, and also by giving them homework to practice. Okay, the homework can be like different types of homework. Okay, one is by giving like worksheets, another one is by giving like project-based approach. Okay, whereby it is related to the topic. Okay, it can be like presentation. So after this, they have to prepare the presentation. Okay, for example, when they read about, maybe the text is about, okay, I'm not going to use about Britney Spears text. Okay, maybe it's different text. Okay, it is about animals. Okay, maybe about reptiles. Okay, reptiles. So what I do is they prepare a slide. They will prepare some slides related to their favorite reptiles. Okay, choose one reptile which is their favorite, and talk about like pictures, prepare some pictures, animation on why they choose on the reptiles and so on. So on the next presentation, on the next lesson, they will be doing the presentation which is related to the previous lesson. So this is one of my suggestions for the closing.
Okey, mohon untuk ulas sikit.
Sekat.
Masalah internet. Madam, mana madam? The freezing kejap.
Activity seems to have quite a lot of things for the okay, I just give a brief. So
Dia punya medal punya line sekat.
and syllabus.
I think Puan Rohani is telling something. She didn't realize that the line is actually
Sekat.
Because
The line is,
most
there is line problem.
you
Because I'm afraid she might have to repeat.
Dah boleh?
Ah,
Okey,
baru
boleh.
dengar.
Cakap je, cakap. So macam mana? Kita pun dah drag lebih 10 minit kan? So okey lah. Dia pun dah terlive dengan automaticnya. So dari pihak saya okey lah, malam ni cuma kita banyak ada gangguan daripada internet lagging. So saya harap bila sesi IV sebenar menggunakan Cisco Webex tu, harap tak ada gangguan macam ni lah, sebab bagi saya dia mengganggu anda punya konsentrasi kan sebagai calon. Seterusnya video ni kita akan dan kita akan share lah link dia dekat group nanti. So daripada saya tak ada apa dah, sebab kalau kita nak tunggu Madam Rohani tu join pun tak tahu bila. Kita pun tak tahu, sebab tadi dia kata pun hampir 10 minit juga kan dia join.
Masuk balik.
Rejoin. Ada balik. Tak apa, kita tunggu dia.
Join balik.
Kita minta dia buat 2 minit rumusan. Madam. Buat rumusan, Madam.
Sorry, line. Okay, guys. Keep it cool, okay? Keep it yourself cool and calm. And
Same thing happen again lagging lagi
at the same time, keep it.
But Puan Rohani very cute.
Just
Tapi ini sebenarnya biasa berlaku pansir PDPR lah.
to know.
Yes.
Cute. I'm 41 already.
Madam, you like the comment.
Tak apa, nanti kita suruh Madam type, nanti saya share dalam grup.
I tried to type, but also because of I type later lah.
Tak apa, nanti kita share dalam grup. So Madam, terima kasih banyak untuk malam ni. So good luck, terima kasih. So ada kesempatan nanti kita jumpa lagi, Madam. Dan kepada yang lain tu, terima kasih dapat join. Dan ada apa-apa perkembangan nanti kita akan maklum dalam grup sahaja. Madam, terima kasih. Kita jumpa lagi semua.
Everyone.
Right.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Good luck.
you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.